Hey everybody, this is Shannon. This is my inaugural YouTube video for my channel that my son 24 Evil Justin 24 has set up for me. He's a pro at this. I pretty much suck. You're gonna find that out as we go along here. But anyway, it's a little something that I wanted to opine about that's kind of in the news right now, and I think it's a damn shame that we've come this far as a country in race, and yet 2 steps forward, 3 back. Recently you have the NAACP charging elements of the Tea Party with being racist, which I fully agree with, and they're absolutely ridiculous to deny the fact that they do have elements that are racist. You'd have to be an idiot to think not. If you've seen any video from their rallies or whatever, you know that no, they're not all racist. Nobody's saying that. We're saying they have racist elements in them. It would be nice for them to admit it and move on. Don't know how many of you know about the guy who just wrote the bogus letter to Abe Lincoln, supposedly from the slaves. It was the most racist thing I've ever read, and of course now they're bickering between themselves about kicking him out. But anyway, that's another story. What I wanted to go on about is, it seems every time there's a charge of racism from the left, there's always a counter charge from the right. It's just this time it's so damn lame that it's not even funny. Some guy on a website pulls up this lady that works for the agriculture department or something. The video that he pulls up is from 24 years ago. And this lady is explaining to an audience, and I think the audience was the was it Justin? Was it the NAACP or a group of the NAACP? It was a group of the NAACP that she was speaking with. Okay, and this, keep in mind, this is 24 years ago. And she proceeds to tell this story about how a white farmer came to her for help saving his farm. And the gist of the story was that she learned something. She learned that poor people are the same no matter their skin tone. They're the haves and the have-nots. This was not a story about being a racist. This was a story about a lady learning a lesson. It was a heartening story. It was not a racist story. And this guy digs it up, heavily edits the shit out of it, and puts it online. And this lady loses her job. You know, and I'm even pissed off at Barack Obama, because he tiptoes around every little issue that has to do with race because he doesn't want to be labeled that way. But look, people, there's right and there's wrong. This lady did nothing wrong. Even the farmer's wife and his family have came out in support of this lady and said she was a friend to them. She saved their farm. She was there for them when nobody else was. And for some scumbag to dig this up, to take a dig at the left or the NAACP because the heat's being put on the Tea Party, for him to dig up this fossil and edit the hell out of it and then present it as a case of racism, and this lady loses her job. Yeah, I'm mad at the guy, but I'm just as mad at Obama and the White House. This is when they need to bow their back and say, no, I'm not going to fire this lady because you guys are a bunch of scammers. Not going to do it. But as long as he appeases them and he keeps doing these sorts of things, you can expect it to keep coming. You can expect the acorn crap that went on with the pimp and the hose them scamming them and getting them in trouble and getting them shut down. You can look for that sort of stuff. The only way it's going to stop is when somebody steps up and says, that's enough. The lady did nothing wrong. We're not firing her. She's going to continue to work here. And the Hannitys and the O'Reillys and the Becks and whatever can just suck it. Until next time, this is Shannon.